Okay, so here's a tutorial about stained glass. Obviously not anything of my normal stuff, but I think you might be able to glean something from it. We're going to install this. That window up there is about 53 1/4 inches wide, or 22 inches, about 22 inches high. The frame itself, anyway, the window is a little bit smaller. And what we have done, we have purchased 2 stained glass windows that are 18 inches wide and 24 inches high. And what we are going to do is place them back to back. You will notice they have a little hanging mechanism here, just a little piece to hang it on, and we're not going to worry about that. With that, in combination with that, we have about 3 inches of play, and from the top and bottom here, we are going to have about 4 inches of play. What we have done is purchased about 3-inch wide trim here. And you'll notice how it's configured. It has a little bit of a base here. This is going to be what's mounted around the frame up there. So we are going to use this to set and hold the window into place. Now you're probably wondering how much support that will give. What we are going to do is we're going to have a little piece down here on the bottom part to actually support the height of the window, to align it properly. And we are going to mount this up on the bottom first. And that way, after we get this mounted around the frame, we can just drop the stained glass into place and maybe secure it temporarily with a piece of tape until we get the upper frame cut, the upper piece of trim cut. And that is the plan. Okay, here we have the trim cut, and we'll notice this yardstick here. We'll actually glue that yardstick into place onto the trim, about 2 inches up to make up for that 4 inches of play. And then after that, the trim will be painted, because this is what will be seen from the outside of the window. And once that is glued and in place and probably painted, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and mount this piece of trim at the bottom up there, and then from there we will drop in the stained glass windows as we discussed earlier, and then continue mounting the rest of the trim. Okay, you'll notice we have the trim installed. What I went ahead and did is I pre-drilled holes in here. I set it up against it and pre-drilled holes that were already marked before I brought it up here. And you'll notice the yardstick behind there. So there it is to hold the stained glass window. Alright. Just using some old finishing nails we had. And it's already in place and ready to go. It curves just a little bit. You can probably notice that. Yeah, see that? Otherwise, it looks pretty good. We're going to drop the stained glass window behind this. We're going to take some tape and secure it up on the sides, but particularly so we can install the top. Once we install the top, we can remove the tape and install the left side and the right side. So that's the progress. Okay, we have the stained glass window in place, the left side anyway. Got the little bulge here. Alright, you'll see it, and we're gonna install the top trim up there. Here's a piece of tape holding it in. Actually, it didn't need it didn't fall back at all, but I want the tape there anyway, just in case. Here we go. Piece of trim, and it's time to install the other side. Alright, second piece of stained glass installed. Now it's time to install the top trim. Alright, it's working out so far. Okay, we have the top piece of trim installed. and we've installed the side trim. You'll notice there's a little bit of offset there. Gonna try to see what we can do with some shims under here. Obviously it's gonna need some touch up, but we got all the bulk of the painting done ahead of time for convenience sake. So we just all we have to do is touch up. And then this, and after we get these kind of lined up, the next step of course is sealing it with some paintable silicone here, or silicone, however you would like to pronounce it. And then after that, that'll be it once it's touched up. All right, the silicone is in place. Now we're just going to do the touch up. So here we go. And now the window is complete. All right, thank you for watching.